at due diligence and what website is great for doing due diligence. Today I'm going to introduce to you otcmarkets.com. It's a great website, and once you open the opening page, this is what you see. But what you want to do is to click on the three bars at the top right hand corner, which will open up current markets. That would be good for looking at what's going on in real time on a normal trading day. But since this video was filmed on a weekend, you're not going to see too much information as it shows not available. So we'll go back and we'll click on news. When you click that on, you'll see news releases and press releases on various companies. Most recent ones are going to show up first. This is a good way of finding out what's going on with the company as far as when they announce earnings reports like this one. This is a bank that recently reported their third quarter earnings that ended in September 30th of this year. Now, as you can see, when you click on CBWA, which is the symbol, it will show you what the current or what the last price of the stock was trading at. It will also show the 52-week range for the stock. In other words, what the stock has traded at in the past 52 weeks. And as you can see, it's ranged about $2.50 either way. And the closing price of $11.40 is real close to what the lowest price for the 52 weeks is. So it'll give you a good idea of what that stock is doing. Now what we can do now is we can go back, go up to the top, and go to click on company profile, and it will give you a business description of what that company does. And in this case, being they have branches in the state of Washington. So this is a developed bank. They have several branches, and that's what you'll find in the company profile. It will also list where the headquarters of the company is, along with the website if you wanted to get more information on the website itself. Also shows the subsidiaries of the company. Also shows when the latest report was and if it's audited and when their fiscal year is. Here you'll see the company officers. And if you scroll down, you'll see the list of board of directors and what committees they are members of within that organization. Here you'll see who their auditor is and who their lawyer is and their corporate broker. Profile data shows that it's not a shell company, which means they are in business. They have 60 employees. This shows all the filings that they have made, including their quarterly reports that they have posted. It will show when they were posted and the date that it was posted for. Now we're looking at the quarterly report, giving information about the firm or the bank. Here's some of the financials. It goes, being a bank, they're going to show their interest income, their expense. It will show also how much money they made as net income. Next page is listing of assets and liabilities. Being a bank, they're going to have a lot of assets money-wise. Cash and due from other banks, interest-bearing deposit in banks. Shows their net loans. All of this is in total assets for a bank. More financial information, being a bank, that they're going to have to provide to shareholders. The stock symbols that end in F means that that is a foreign company. They're based in a foreign country. Like CSKYF is a Australian company. There you see the 52-week range from 28 cents to 73 cents. They do not pay dividends. Excuse me, I was wrong. It's not an Australian company. It's a Canadian company. I'd never heard of them before. I'll do more research later on that. There are quite a few Australian companies that you can buy stock in, as well as Canadian. Further down below on that same page, you'll see financial reports that have been uploaded onto the site. And we're going to look at this one, SSCC, Spirits Capital Corporation. Another one that I am not familiar with. They don't pay a dividend. Their 52-week stock price range is $2 to $5.10. So their closing price of $2 is at the lowest of what they have been trading at in the past year. The business description is vague to me, but I read where on their annual report where they sell futures. They sell a future price on kegs of whiskey. You can buy a keg of whiskey at a certain price, and in 5 years it'll be guaranteed to be at another price and you'll make money on it. I don't understand how that happens, but I'll do more research on it. One thing that I did see about this website, number of shares in the public float is 1,644. To me, that means if 1,644 shares are purchased, there's no more to buy. So it's thinly traded. This is a chart showing shares issued to various people. And this is interesting. These are the management and people who own 5% or more of the company. And as you can see, the top person owns 46.4% of all the common shares of the company. And if you add up the remaining people on the list, there is not a lot of percentage that other people can own. So if a vote came up to shareholders, whatever they wanted, they would get because they own a majority of the stock. Here's their balance sheet. Total assets is just under $2 million. Most of that is in inventory and prepaid expense. They have no revenues. In other words, they're not making any money right now. They're spending it all in expenses and fees. One thing you always want to look at when looking at a stock to buy is a note for going concerns. Usually the auditor or whoever has prepared the statements will have a statement on whether they think the company can sufficiently run its business for the next year with or without securing additional funds. Most of your OTC stocks of this nature are going to have to raise funds somehow, some way. But that's a look at what information you can gather from OTC markets. It's a good resource, and I highly recommend it. Thanks for looking. Thanks for looking at the video. Give us a thumbs up, subscribe, and be sure to leave comments. And this concludes video number 2, episode 2 of Due Diligence. We'll have another one soon. Thank you. Bye.